morning, Vietnam! Good Morning, Vietnam came out in 1987, and it is based on the early Vietnam War career of this guy named Adrian, who was a real guy, and it stars Robin Williams as Adrian. It wasn't his first film, but it was his breakout film. A few years before, almost 10 years before, because movie 1987, and his very first movie was Popeye from 1980, which wasn't very good. Did a World According to Garp, did Moscow on the Hudson, but those weren't really like huge, like in terms of acclaim and in terms of popularity. But 1987, Good Morning Vietnam, we get the Robin Williams that we all know and love. And we get the typical Robin Williams, well, maybe not typical, but we get the Robin Williams trope where, and it's happened in the several of his films. He's a guy who is a little bit off with the system. Like, he has his own little ideas, his own images for things, and he challenges the system because they all think that he's crazy or they disagree with his ideals, and eventually he ends up doing so much better than the others. Happened in the Dead Poet Society, happened in Patch Adams. Yeah. The movie takes place during the Vietnam War, so sometime in the mid-1960s, and when he heads to Vietnam, the first thing that he does is he's really wacky, and he's really energetic, and he really wants to play some normal rock and roll music instead of like Lawrence Welk, Perry Como stuff. And Bruno Kirby and JT Walsh, who are the head radio guys there, they totally hate him for it. They don't think that he's funny. They think that he's very obnoxious, but and they don't like the rock music that he's playing. But in reality, because because really any war in general is so harrowing and it's such a depressing time, why not have some really fun, upbeat, enjoyable music? Why not try to make people laugh as much as possible? But Kirby and Walsh, they're sticks in the mud. The other plot with the movie involves Robin Williams, who really wants to get close to this Vietnamese girl, and because she's really attractive, and Williams ends up befriending her brother also. Decides to teach English at this school. Well, it's really an all-age class, and even with the all-age with that class, he's more of like trying to get them to say some slang and some hip things and swear also. So it's pretty funny. So while Adrian is doing more things on the radio, he keeps getting more and more shocking. He's really pushing the limits with things that he should and shouldn't say. The movie takes place in the mid-1960s, so if Adrian swears, like if he says the S word or damn or something, that's going to be a little bit of a shock to some people out there. Even not just Bruno Kirby, but some of the others. If things are dull and boring and they don't like that kind of music and they don't like that kind of sense of humor, they're not going to really feel much different. They're probably going to make them feel even worse. So the movie is it is pretty enjoyable. All the stuff with the army not liking Adrian's music, a sense of humor, all that stuff. It's kind of the way that's presented in the film. It can be a little bit like, and the whole subplot with Williams befriending the young Vietnamese man, and his sister. I thought that stuff that subplot was rather clumsy, I guess you could say. The movie itself, I don't really think achieves a really high standard. For one thing, yeah, there are some flaws here and there, but the material as a whole, it just wasn't quite as like huge or as amazing as some other Robin Williams things that one might hear about. So even though yes, Robin Williams gave probably the best performance, the best lead male performance of 1987, my own personal opinion, the movie itself, not quite. So I'll give Good Morning Vietnam from 1987 3 stars out of 4. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you again next time.